Geoff Mice. We live in Littleton, Colorado, which is just right outside Denver. Amy is our oldest daughter. She lives in Salt Lake. And her husband, my dog, Hitler. Greg, they have two beautiful little dogs, Kiana and Hannah. And it's my wife, Michelle. Then after that was Rich, and he was born about 6 minutes before Dan. And so Rich goes to BYU, and then finishing up at Rick's, and will also go to BYU next month. Heather. Matt is so Rich now at 22. Amy, how old are you? 24? And Matt's on a mission in California. We called him last night when we drove over, and we ended up, on Friday we drove over from Littleton to Orem, which was not bad, and we spent all day Saturday there, and then we spent Christmas morning, and left, and then we made it to Pendleton last night. We all called Matt last night in California where he's serving his mission. And we noticed a seriousness about him. He's the wacky guy in that family, he's a crazy guy, he seemed very serious when we talked to him last night, albeit a lot of fun. And then Heather's at Rick's, and surprised us all with great raise, you know. So seniors, first semester there. And then Trevor's a midway through his junior year in high school in Littleton. And then Megan, who's in 6th grade, and so that's our family. So talking about, did I didn't miss anybody right? Talking about Rich, maybe the best way would be to talk about chronologically. What's the matter?
He lives for these rips.
No, I don't know, for Red, this is a very serious moment. Okay, Rich was born in Spokane, and again, we were excited, we already had Amy, and we were in Spokane, and he was just a little girl, and Joe got pregnant, and she seemed awfully big, and I kind of felt maybe there might be more than one, but the doctor at the time said no, there's only one baby, but we went, one day, and she felt it was time to go in, and we went in, and the doctor said it's true, and so an hour later, Rich came first, followed by Nat, and we lived in Spokane. I watched a few more weeks before that one. And then we moved to Seattle, and then in Seattle for 6 years. And then we, other than a couple of years in California, about 10 years ago, the rest of the time we've been in Littleton. Now, Rich, I guess, Rich, I remember the time that we went to England, you and me, when we were about 12, and which is my homeland. I offered to take any of the kids who would save up to $600. Rich was the only one at the time who did. And went with me to visit my family. I remember we played the part of the ugly American so well. We went with my mother, we went to the north of England, where my brother was living at the time, to a place that in England we take great pride in, a place called the Lake District. And Rich said to my mother, leaned over to her, on seeing this beautiful lake laid out forever with beautiful mountains on either side, said, back home we refer to this as a puddle. He was only 12 at the time, he was a smart aleck even then. Rich did the normal things, meaning refused to become an Eagle Scout. I would get him, Matt was an Eagle Scout, Rich and Dad, I said, you guys are going to have to become Eagle Scouts, and I'm going to get you up every Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. Make sure we get through this, but they never did. They fought me tooth and nail, so you guys did win on that.
Wait a minute, you're not deciding?
Okay.
No, that's awesome. You lied to me.
I say they're both, I want you to remember both of you, even if the ulcer tomorrow, you can still back out either one. So there's plenty of time. And then I would think, I guess when Rich was 16 would be the sneering age. He and Dan invested $900 in this beat-up piece of Mustang that they restored, but it seemed like during the whole 16 years, whenever you talk about Rich or Dan or talk to them, they just kind of sneer at you rather than smile. It would be, that was a difficult year. Of course, that was the year before your sex change, Rich. Did you know what? Oh, yeah, Rich used to be a girl. He told me he was open about that, right? And then he, I'm not going to put you in this one, this will be too easy. washes. Seeing Rich was about to wash his. Anyway, Rich served a good mission and he's been home. I think we're going to miss having Rich just around because I guess that family can get a little bit crazy, a little bit wild sometimes. Rich and Dan both have fairly equal, reasonably easygoing when it comes to the subject of cars, and then they're both completely out of control. In fact,
Yeah, they are.
they're absolutely out of control. Selfish when it comes to who drives the cars. They did restore that last time a little bit, but those are the biggest arguments we ever had with these guys, was over who could drive, when they can drive, and that sort of thing. But you know, we also had a lot of slug fights in our home. Rich going to get no. But the thing is, the nature of our fights is so bad that it really is almost full out. I mean, what's the fights? Beating you each time, making you cry and saying nothing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, slug fights there too. You hit each other with the slugs, right?
Yeah.
Different slugs.
Blanks most of the time. But so we'll miss you, although you're not moving away. But as I said, you know, when Rich last summer, I guess, when Rich told me he was going to get married, I remember sitting on the front lawn and it was warm, and I was encouraging him to wait, not knowingly so, and saying, gee, you know, Rich, you know, your education, you know, why don't you just wait till next summer, and that sort of thing. And Jill was telling me afterwards, you know, he shouldn't do that. I think, you know, she was on time. And I kind of felt bad about it until I met you, Lisa, and then I felt that was the right thing to do. So, Rich is definitely marrying up in this situation. So. Anyway, Dan, you got a story? 2 minutes. You have 10 minutes. Okay, Geoff. Put your feet down, bud, because we don't need to be personal with it. Too late there.
I have no class.
We have no time.
It doesn't have to be a story, just
Anything. Tell him how much you love it, Fred. Come on. Just tell him how much you love it. Anything, Jeff.
Gambling experience.
Come on, Jeff. Lay out, Jeff.
We made that big old poker table,
Oh, yeah.
and then his friend sat down in his room and got me in the end.
forever thinking of these stories.
Okay, the old guy.